Welcome to Keeping It 100 Coalition Conversations, the official podcast for the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Incorporated Metropolitan Baton Rouge chapter. I'm your host, Shanice Lewis. On today's episode, we're shining a spotlight on the membership committee. We've officially kicked off the 2025 membership intake process for our chapter, and whether you're passionate about advocacy, public policy, health, education, economic empowerment, or community leadership, this episode will give you all the insight you need to take the first step in joining a dynamic sisterhood that uplifts and supports Black women and girls unapologetically. And before we get started, this show our guests, we have the chair of membership and the co-chair of membership. Now, wait a minute, guys. I don't want y'all small and me big. Okay, let's see. Is it better? There we go. That's the one we like. So we're welcoming Dr. Ashlyn Harrison, the membership committee chair, and Patient Norman, membership committee co-chair. And we have so much to talk about. This is going to be one of the most popular shows because everybody is interested in how to get involved in our organization. So thank you, ladies, for being with me this evening.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
So what does being a member of the Metropolitan Baton Rouge chapter truly mean, and how has it impacted your personal or professional life?
So thanks for having me again, Shanice. So being a member in the Metropolitan chapter of the National Coalition of 100 Black Women has been influential in my life for the past 7 years. It was definitely about alignment in my life during that time. And it definitely means standing in purpose and advocacy, but also being a part of equity work and being a part of a sisterhood that's committed to, just like you said, elevating Black women and girls. So personally, it's given me a tribe of powerful, like-minded women, but also an opportunity to collaborate with people both professionally and having a good time. I feel like this group of women is a good time to be around. So professionally, it's opened doors for me, but it's also created such a sisterhood that I truly do love. Community engagement, leadership development, I didn't even know I needed. It's put me in the position I'm in now. So I truly appreciate this organization.
And so what makes our chapter unique, and why should someone consider joining this specific chapter of the NCBW?
Our chapter is unique because we stand out for our advocacy. We support the community. We support Black women and girls. And we're tailored to address the needs of Black women and girls. We're united with a passion for progression in not only our local community, but as far as the national organization is concerned as well. We shape public policy, we mentor the youth, and we also help to advance each other with economic equity as well as empowerment. And we're here for sisterhood.
Absolutely. And can you give us a brief success story or testimony from a recent member that illustrates the power of being a part of this organization?
Absolutely. So one of our newer members joined the education committee, and she was leading the mentorship initiative, which she wasn't sure how to bring her vision to life. But with the support of her sisters and her chair, the youth program went off with a hitch, and we partnered with local schools and helped to bring the coding program to these young ladies. So even though this is her first time doing it, she was able to be rallied around and supported by her sisters and pushed to do something out of her comfort zone. So she actually told me that she came here to serve, and in turn, she was sharpened. So like iron sharpens iron, truly helped her in her journey to like remembering that this organization doesn't just amplify her voice, but it also gives you reach to do more things.
That's fabulous. So to kick off the 2025 membership intake process, our chapter held Conversation and Cocktails with the 100, which was a sold out event. Actually, it sells out every year, and it's a dynamic mix and mingle event that set the stage for our new chapter of membership. So if you wasn't there, you missed out, and I want to show you what you missed out on. And someone in the audience saying this event was amazing. I loved it. So tell us about this event and why you should have attended if you were interested in membership.
So this event was definitely more than a social event, and it's one of my personal favorites because going through an intake process can be stressful, overwhelming, or even if you're coming in and you don't know anybody or you really don't know everything or anything about the organization, this particular event provided some relaxation, some downtime where you can walk around and mix and mingle and not feel pressured and just ask like any general questions, introduce yourselves. And me personally, I met a lot of friendly and amazing ladies at this event. Some that I've started networking with already with my professional capacity. So that's one of the things that I pride this event on, as far as even if you don't apply or if you apply and you're not accepted, you still gain sisters, friends, and just information, whether it's being a partnership or just coming to offer your time with volunteerism. So I think this particular event kind of sets the tone for the intake process and kind of just give everybody like a sense of belonging and some understanding of what the process may or may not entail, and just the moment to relax before we go into the business side of everything.
And then somebody in the audience said they also had beautiful Black-owned business vendors, and I love meeting people through the bingo game. All right, so you're getting rave reviews about this event. Now, membership applications are now open for 2025, and the deadline is May 2nd. What are some things that makes an application stand out from others?
So definitely, in order to stand out, I would definitely say be authentic to who you are, but also make sure that your alignment and your community action is included in your bio. So be clear on your why. Why do you want to serve and why now? And then highlight any community impact, any leadership experience. Don't be afraid. I think as Black women, we all oftentimes are scared to like shine a light on the great things that we're doing. So this is not that time. So don't be afraid to show and share the amazing things that you've done and show and share your passion. Also complete your application. Make sure that you have checked every box, that everything is done, and that you pay the fee. And don't complete the background check until you've been invited to membership. But we are truly looking for women who are not only accomplished, but are committed to our mission. So make sure it's complete and make sure it's on time. Because if it's late, if you get it to us on May 3rd, guess what? Try next year.
Right, because this happens once a year. So this is it for 2025.
Yes.
So what kind of follow-up communication can applicants expect after submitting their application?
So once the application is submitted, we go through a review process, which is done with the membership committee in support of other sisters within the chapter. And we'll determine who's eligible based on the documents that were attached. Please be mindful and just pay close attention to everything you're submitting, because one missed document, and it could be an oversight, a small mistake, can prevent you from even getting an interview. Once that process is done, we'll notify those that are accepted as far as receiving an interview, or those that are declined because either they miss certain documents or whatever the criteria is that we're going through. However, if you have any questions or you are unsure or you just want to double check, you can always email us at the membership email, which is membership@ncbwmetrobr.org. And I'll say it again, membership@ncbwmetrobr.org. Or you can reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, and our technology team will get that message over to us, and we'll contact you as soon as possible to give you clarity and to answer any questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Like, if you don't know, please ask your question.
Yes, there's no dumb questions. And for those who want to learn a bit more before applying, we have a membership informational session that's coming up. Let me get that flyer on the stage. So this is scheduled for April 28th. What can attendees expect from this session?
They can expect to hear from our president and our leadership, as well as me and Patient. Expect to hear real talk, transparency, but then also an opportunity to meet the women behind the work and do a deeper dive of not just our mission initiatives, but the expectations and how membership works. This is also an opportunity to learn firsthand and hear experiences from current members. So it's not just informative, it's also inspiring, but it's also almost full. So if you have not gotten your seat, it is free to attend. But it's just an opportunity for women to learn more about the organization, ask questions to us, and learn do a deeper dive into what the membership process entails, as well as important key dates. So making sure they know what dates are coming up and how the process will work.
And I want to make it clear that this podcast episode does not take the place of the membership informational session, because we are not going over the information that will be there that just breaks down everything in the organization. So there's right now over 100 people registered for this, and there's more room. So if you have not registered, you should ASAP before it's full. Now, we have some questions in the audience, but this might be questions that need to be at the informational. She says, for the headshot, is there a certain size to upload? Can the letters be from anyone or organization? Can speak to the character and community service? Must a letter come from a current member? What about those new to the state or country? Can we use references from those individuals? Now, do you want to answer any of that, or do you need to be at the informational for that?
How about we answer the service one? We'll give you one for sure. We definitely want your letters to be from professional individuals. So like your husband and mom, don't get them to write your letter, right? So professional letters. And if you're new to the city and new to the state, definitely we still welcome you. So don't feel like because you just got here that you can't apply. So yeah.
Okay, here's another question. If I submitted my application but did not get a prompt to pay the fee, is there still time to submit that portion? Now, I could answer that. To pay the fee, you go to the website. It's a button, a PayPal button on the website. So you're not going to get a prompt. Just go back to the membership page and submit the payment. And somebody else saying, thank you for the detailed information. Sister Susanna saying, sign up now, limited capacity. That sister that you answered say, thank you for the information. Our president is giving us a heart. Someone said, thank you, sign up for the information as well. And this person say the payment option is on the same page as the membership application. Correct.
Thank you, Ms. Henderson.
So if someone can't attend the informational, is there still a way to access that information or follow up with the committee?
Definitely. So if you absolutely cannot attend, we encourage that you attend, because unlike conversations and cocktails, at the informational, we're going to go in-depth information about the different committees, the pillars of the chapter, expectations, what this work looks like. So it's very much encouraged that you attend if possible. However, in the event that you absolutely cannot attend, send us an email at the membership email that I stated earlier, which is membership@ncbwmetrobr.org, or reach out to us on our social media platforms, and one of our committee members or chapter leaders will reach out to you with a response to answer any questions or give you any information that you need. Now, we won't be able to go through the full presentation, the slides, and everything like that, because we are doing that in depth at the informational. But if you have specific questions that you're just unsure about, we'll be happy to give you a quick response and answer those to get you going with your process if you desire to apply.
Now, is the informational session mandatory, or can applicants still apply if they can attend?
So just like my sister said, while it's not mandatory, it's highly encouraged. So we understand life happens. So while the session isn't mandatory, we strongly recommend it because you're going to gain a lot of clarity during that time. You're going to be able to answer questions in real time. You're also, if you can't attend, just definitely, like she said, be sure to follow up with us and ask any questions, as well as follow our social media pages, because we are going to be pushing information out there as well. But email us if you have any questions. Me and Patient respond ourselves usually. So just let us know and reach out to us. But while it's not mandatory, we do want you to be informed before you make this decision, right? So I think coming to events, knowing what we do is also important. So making sure that you have been visible to us in some way, or at least attend something so that you know what you're stepping into.
And we have another question from the audience. Is there an attire requirement for the informational?
There's not. Come as you are.
But come looking good now.
Yes.
Don't come in jeans. I would say business casual. Come like you're a member already. That's my answer, but I'm not on the membership committee.
Approved.
And so somebody is saying, so far I've enjoyed every event attended. See, yeah, you want to come and you want to mix and mingle with us. How would you know if you even want to be in the organization if you don't participate first? You might get in and be like, oh, I didn't know y'all did that, because you didn't even engage with us. So where should interested individuals go to get more information or to submit their application?
Once again, as one of the young ladies stated in the chat, that information is on the chapter's website. If you don't know the chapter website, it's listed on the flyer and it's under the membership tab. If you have any trouble accessing anything, or again have any questions, please reach out. Let us know. We'll be happy to help you out. Everything, there's also some frequently asked questions and different things, contact information. All of that is listed on the website, the main website page under the membership tab.
And if you scan that QR code is going to take you directly to the application. But if you go to that website link, ncbwmetrobr.org/membership, that's the page where you'll get all of the information about membership. And that's the page where the PayPal button is to pay. So definitely go to our website in addition to just going straight to the application. Somebody in the audience is saying, I attended last year's Cocktail and Conversation event. It was wonderful. Madam President say, I would say business attire. So I said business casual, but they saying no, spruce it up a little bit. Look what we got on. Spruce it up a little bit. Okay, and someone says, excited to come. As someone who isn't from Baton Rouge originally, I would love to meet some new people. And yes, and our events are open to the public. So even if you're not a member of the organization, you can register, buy tickets to our event, and you can come be friends with us, whether you're a member of the coalition or not. Somebody is saying you can also click the application link just to gain knowledge on what is needed to complete the application. Thank you, Miss Henderson. You've been doing your research.
Let me write this name down.
Yeah, let me put it back up. She's been saying everything good. She's read everything, and she can help me answer the questions. We love that. So, for someone who applied before but didn't get accepted, would you encourage them to apply again?
Absolutely. Don't let one no deter you from your calling or for something that you're passionate about. And like Shanice said, we have open to the public events. So I think that our sisterhood spans beyond our members. So every no is simply a not yet. So we can't accept everybody, right? Like I think last year we got 200 applications. So I think it's really important to understand that if you're still passionate about the mission, you can still come and support us, but we are ready for you to serve, come back stronger, reflect. A lot of people also reached out for feedback last year and we provided it for them. So like reflect on the feedback that's given and reach out to a member for guidance and continue to come to our events because I feel like that's often the gap that people sometimes have. It's like, and then we grow through persistency. So I think it's important to think about that as well. So yeah, continue and know that a no does not mean no, but simply not yet.
Yeah, and as she said, last year we had 200 people apply. So there's no way we're going to let 200 people in. So we have to narrow it down. So just because you didn't get accepted doesn't mean you're not a good applicant. It doesn't mean you're not doing good work in the community. It just means we only have a few spots available and just have to narrow it down some type of way. Would you ladies agree with that?
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, and here's somebody saying, I applied last year and was told no, and I plan on applying again. Growth. That's good for you. We're going to give you a clap. That's good. Because again, it's nothing personal. It's nothing against you. We only have a few slots. So make sure you attend our events. Make sure you fill out the application in its entirety. Make sure you get good recommendation letters. Try to get the fanciest person you know, not your mama. And make your application really good. Now, your mama might be fancy. Maybe it depends on who your mama is. I don't know. Okay, we kind of breezed through this quickly. Somebody said resilience. Yes. 1 year might not have been your season, but 2025 might be your season. So everything happens for a reason. So, don't give up if you want to be a member of this organization. Somebody said Ashlyn's mama is very fancy.
That's my brother. Hey, Joshua.
Don't come trolling our show, brother. We're at any final words, but is anything that I forgot to say before we get to the final words? Because we got through this a little quick. So
I just want to reiterate, don't put the small things in your letter or your application. Put everything, like go big from the start. Let us know every aspect of your involvement, your intent, things you would like to see. Like just spell it all out. Just give us everything you have and don't feel like it's too much. Like let us know every skill you have, what you can contribute to the organization. So just give us the best information you can give.
And I would definitely also recommend that you come to events. Like we have had so many events in the past few weeks between the health fair and the Judge Hatchett maternal health panel and conversation and cocktails. But we also have events coming up. So if you are not following our social media page, stop what you're doing to do that right now. And we have the Royal Experience coming up. We have the it's not the Buy Black the Block, it's the other economic empowerment event coming up.
Pay Equity Summit.
Pay Equity Summit is coming up. So all of these events are coming up, and we want to see women that are already involved in the community, but that are willing to also do the work. So talk to your strengths, but also know that your resume, even though you may be a stay-at-home mom, right? We still want to make sure that you know that there is space for you. So even if you don't have a lengthy resume, as long as you have what we're looking for and you have that work ethic, I think that's really important too. So don't be deterred by the fact that you don't have the most, lengthy resume, but coming from your heart and knowing that you want to do the work, I think is the most important thing. And we read your application. Like, I don't know if people don't think that we read it, but we read every part of your application. So, make sure that you're being clear about what you're going to do, and make sure that you are being passionate and you're speaking to your truth and what you really want to gain out of this organization and what you can bring to us as well.
And I would encourage you again to go to this informational session, because it really breaks down the organization as a whole, what we do, each committee. You're not getting this information in the podcast today. The podcast is just promoting this so you can attend, but none of the information at the informational was stated today. So you need to be there if you're serious about being a member. Right now, over 100 people have registered, but we still have room. So make sure you register, bring a friend, and make sure you register to learn about the amazing work that we're doing in the Baton Rouge community. And someone is saying, thanks for all the information. I will see you ladies at the informational. This person said, I'll be there. Someone else is saying, I'll be there. And so we look forward to seeing you there in person. We'll all be there. Y'all will both be there in person, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we look forward to seeing you in person. So you already got a friend. You can come up and be like, hey, I saw you on the podcast. So you already got something to come up and say to us. So any final words for someone who's interested but hesitant or afraid to try? Because some people don't want to apply because they think they're not going to make it.
So I was once in your shoes. Just remember that everybody has a first day. Nobody just automatically comes to this. So in that aspect, it's you and it's your purpose. Don't let fear stand in between it. Just go for it. If you know that there's something that you want to do, this is your purpose. You want to advocate for Black women and girls. You're committed to doing the work. Give yourself the chance. That's pretty much everything.
I would definitely say that. Let me make sure I put my words on. I don't want us to get canceled. In this political climate, I think as Black women, especially, we have to stand strong together and advocate for each other. So, selected or not, I would definitely say don't be afraid. The truth is that growth always starts from outside your comfort zone. So it's really important that if you have felt pulled towards us, pulled towards the sisterhood, pulled towards advocate, impact work, lean into that, right? And if this is where your place starts, you're welcomed. And I feel like even if you're not our sister, we always have like welcoming arms. But you are needed in this work and you're needed in this fight. So definitely we'll be right here to walk beside you on this journey. So I think that everyone that I've engaged with in this organization from the years that I've been in have been beside me if I needed them. So definitely feel like, don't be afraid, step out and do the things that you want to do to impact our community, because we need it now more than ever.
Right.
And just one more thing to add, and I can piggyback off of what Sister Ashlyn said. Not only in my professional capacity have I grown from information and programming that we've done with the chapter, but also in my personal life and just gaining friends, now family. And even when I was navigating different circumstances or situations, it's just an asset to have somebody that you can call upon, whether it's a call, a text, or just whatever it is to help you grow or just to navigate like stressful situations with you. So this is a great organization and I encourage everybody to apply if you're interested.
And someone in the audience saying, I see the work that NCBW 100 does. This has sealed the deal for me to attend the informational and apply. We look forward to seeing you there, Pamela Honore. And people are connecting in the audience to sit by each other. And they asking, can they sit by each other? So this is wonderful. This is great. We are going to have a great turnout, very informative. And, yes, you're going to meet some amazing women being a part of this organization. When I hear someone says, a woman says she doesn't have other friends that are women, that's a red flag to me. So you definitely should have a support system. You can have your boyfriend, but your boyfriend,
we all need a tribe. We all need a tribe. And I think that this has been a part of my tribe for many years. So
right.
Yeah.
And Madam President is saying, we are so excited to greet you all on the 28th. So thank you, ladies, for giving us the tea on the membership. And let me put the flyers up one last time. Make sure you attend the membership informational session. I'm going to try and drill this to everybody listening. Make sure you register and put it on your calendar to attend. And also, applications are now open, so you can look at that. And if you have any additional questions about the application, then you can come ask them in person. So make sure you go review the application or start filling it out, and then let us know at the informational any additional questions you have. So thank you, ladies. One more person is saying, don't sit by me because I joke too much and play all day. Okay. And Madam President say, do we have the link to our annual report? It's on the website. So if you go on the website, it's on the home page. And you can review our annual report to see the work that we have done the previous year and the impact that we're making in the community. So let me put up y'all email again. Their email, if you have any questions, is membership@ncbwmetrobr.org. Again, that's membership@ncbwmetrobr.org. So we look forward to seeing you all at the informational on April 28th. All right. Thank you, ladies, for sharing about the membership, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for having us. Bye.
And so another part of our organization is economic empowerment, where we like to support our sisters. And we have an official cosmetic sponsor of the podcast. Beauty is Confidence, and Fierce Beauty by Toy is here to help you own it. Thank you to Fierce Beauty by Toy, the official cosmetics of Keeping It 100 Coalition Conversation. Visit her website at marykay.com/LaToya S. Johnson to shop the latest skincare and cosmetics. And don't forget to follow her on Instagram at Fierce Beauty by Toy for tips, tutorials, and a dose of daily inspiration. And I am wearing one of her makeups right now, one of her lipsticks right now in Stiletto. So if you're around my shade and like a good red matted lip, definitely go to her website and order some lipstick to support our coalition sister. So thank you to my guests this evening, Ashlyn Harrison and Patient Norman, for being my guests on the show and for the phenomenal work you're doing in the community. To stay up to date with everything we're doing, visit our website at ncbwmetrobr.org. On the home page is where you will find our annual report, and on the membership page is where you will find all the information you need to apply for membership. And while you're on the website, on the home page, go to the bottom and subscribe to our email list so you can get weekly updates in your email about our latest events and initiatives. You can also give a donation to the organization by clicking the donation tab on the website and giving us a donation through PayPal. So I've been your host this evening, Shanice Lewis, on behalf of the Metropolitan Baton Rouge chapter and President Courtney Hunt. Thank you for tuning in to Keep It at 100 Coalition Conversations. And until next time, be blessed.